things.
So this
You
is
know,
this is like your main issue with Bethesda is like the fucking mods are very.
it's not an issue with Bethesda. It's my issue with Bethesda. Have always been fucking brilliant. They've always been single player people. You know, they've always treat people well. It's Sony that I've got a problem with, because it's Sony that said we can't have full mod support.
Oh, so
Xbox just said go ahead. People on PC have had full mod support since Fallout 3. They've had full mod support.
Oh, really?
Xbox got it straight away. Bethesda pretty much promised people. They said you will have full mod support on PlayStation 4 and Xbox for Fallout and Skyrim. And then Sony said, we're not giving you any mod support at all. And then Bethesda worked very hard to get a deal with Sony where we could have mod support, but we couldn't use anything from outside of the data files in the game. Which was Sony basically bullshitting, saying, but if they were scared of hackers and shit and people uploading malicious files to the Sony network.
But nothing's malicious. I just want my gas rifle.
Exactly. That's what I'm pissed off about. If Xbox can do it, then so can fucking Sony.
Right. I mean,
but
how come I'm not doing any satisfaction?
You know, Sony have been known to be terrible. If you can remember when the PS3 came out, I'm pretty sure it was priced at £600.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Which is what, like $800? About. You know, that is ridiculous. The Xbox fucking 360 was priced at like £250. On the day of release, you know, Sony have in the past been terrible. But I've got to say that their console itself is better.
Yeah, that is true.
The way that Sony act with the fans, I don't like them for that.
Because you know how I am about my satisfaction, son. I gotta have my satisfaction. And this is just horseshit.
It is. And I don't see it changing. I've been Googling Fallout 4 full mod support, which by full mod support I mean people can use anything that they want. You could pull an M16 from Call of Duty and put it into Fallout 4 for PS4. And there hasn't been an update on full mod support on PS4 for 4 to 6 months, so I don't see it happening.
So this is Sony's fault.
This is Sony's fault. Totally 100% Sony's fault, because Xbox got full support. PC have had full support for the past fucking 10-15 years. Well, that's an exaggeration, 10 years. You know. But Xbox, you know, that being said, that is the only thing Xbox has over PlayStation.
Is the full mod support.
The full mod support, I mean, I would love it.
I mean, yeah, you said that they got like full games, like you could play Fallout Miami and fucking Dallas and shit.
I would call them full DLCs. Probably bigger than Nuka World. So I'm talking full DLCs, you know. A big huge district of San Francisco, a big chunk of Miami, you know. And they all have, you know, all of the characters look better. Some of them are, you can get followers that are fully voiced. You can probably get like a stripper follower, like a, what do you call them? A synth from Fallout. A female synth stripper that gets drunk and smokes cigarettes, and you know.
Wait,
hopefully
you can't
never
smoke
uses
cigarettes in this fucking game? Really? I haven't even tried that shit on much.
I will tell you what. My first character, I used the red rocket truck stop as my main base. I built it up. You know, I used the little garage bit to store my power armor, my workbenches. I had a cigarette machine in that room. Every cigarette, every box of cigarettes, carton of cigarettes, cigar box that I came across, I picked them up and I put them in the machine. I swear there are hundreds, if not thousands, dozens of thousands of cigarettes in that machine, and I can't smoke one.
Really?
Disgraceful. I did. I always picked them up. I don't know why. It was just an OCD thing. I wanted a collection of cigarettes, and I also had a collection of booze, which I could drink the booze, which I did actually used to take with us if I ever needed an intelligence boost for something,
Right.
or a charisma boost.
No, it's charisma boost.
I would always
it takes away
No.
intelligence.
No, but you know, I would always take something if I needed to speech check someone. Normally, I would take Mentats actually if I needed a charisma boost. But I would always take some booze just in case I needed a little boost to pass a speech check or an intelligence check or some bullshit. But I did always have that big huge booze stash and the big cigarette stash.
Shit.
And I couldn't smoke the cigarettes, but I think there is actually a mod on PlayStation 4 called Smokable Cigarettes.
I would love that.
I don't know how I don't know if you can actually see your character smoke the cigarette.
Right.
It'll be like booze. Like if you drink some booze or take some jet, you can't actually see them injecting the jet or drinking the booze. It just sort of go, glunk, and then they go ah, and they power up. You know.
What I want to see, I went ahead and uploaded that mod that fucking all the the white weapons. Cause I gotta see it, dude. I have to see it. Where the hell do I find the safe? It says by the control.
Right, I've downloaded that many mods. I couldn't tell you, but I think it is outside of the vault that you walk out of.
Yeah, I know, but I can't find it.
Right. What does it say in the mod? And I can probably tell you. It might refresh your memory. I know it's outside of that vault somewhere.
It said outside of the vault by the control room. Wait, hold on. Let me look at it again.
I would guess the control room is that little. It's like a little hut, just like a little white hut.
Yeah, it says in a safe, but I don't see it. Let me.
Ah, right. You see the little ramp that goes up into the little tiny white building beside the vault?
Yeah, it says outside vault 101 under the walkway to the control room.
Look under the ramp that goes under. Look under the ramp. You see, there's a ramp that goes into this little white building. Is there no safe under there?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's fucking wow. Fuck me, it's small. I just can't get to it for some reason.
One of those little shitty square safes.
Right. Yeah, I got it. Let's see. Liberty. Holy shit.
How much damage does it do?
Well, this one looks like the broadsider. 533 damage cannonballs. Sexy.
I think what I'd used.
Ooh, suppressed Cairo Wilter PP pistol. 10mm rounds. Okay, I could use that. Cannonballs, shotgun shells. Fuck me, that's a lot. D+ weapon.
What I would say is because I wanted to be sort of immersive and enjoyable. I don't want to die all of the time. You know.
Right.
Who does?
Who does?
I would say turn the game on a full survival mode and download a very, very powerful gun.
Holy shit.
In which case, if you want to headshot an enemy, you can kill them in one shot. If you want to headshot a Deathclaw with a very powerful gun,
right,
then you can. Because, you know, you should be able to. If it's a hard game where you can die in one hit, stealth should be a viable option. Not go into stealth mode, shoot them in the face, and then you only take 1/3 of the health away, and then they kill you. That's not fair, the way I see it.
Right. Yeah, I can agree with that.
So I always with mods, I download a very, very powerful gun, turn to full survival. That way, I'm equally matched as long as I'm stealthy and as long as I choose my fight.
Oh, but you know me, son. I am never stealthy. I'm like, I am the fucking guy that walks in and just fucking annihilates anything in his way because I'm a cunt.
I never used to be stealthy, but I did do a full stealth playthrough on Skyrim.
You did?
And then I watched the Fallout 4 Frost. That video I was talking about with the mod. I watched that for 10 hours.
Right.
And what I tried to do was create the closest possible thing. which was impossible because essentially that mod does create a full new world, doesn't it? It changes the game so much that it's not the same game anymore. Whereas this was just Fallout. There's no story to it at all, that mod, by the way. No story.
Really?
You're just a guy, you wake up in a subway station, everything wants to kill you, there aren't any friendly people. Diamond City is basically owned by the fucking NCR troopers. It's all... Ugh. Everywhere you go, you've got to kill something to get somewhere. But they are a lot more organised. If you want to sneak through an area to be able to, if you go to a hospital because you need Radaway and you want to sneak through it, you sort of can, but the one thing that you cannot guarantee is that there will be any Radaway in that hospital. Radaway in this mod is the luckiest thing you can come across.
There's a lot of people out here.
You don't even get stim packs in this mod.
Really?
You get bandages, and what they do is slowly heal you over time.
How slowly are we talking about, son?
I'm talking 1-2 hit points per second. So that's what I mean by you need to be stealthy. If someone shoots you in the head, you're dead. If someone shoots you in the chest, you're dead. You need to...
But are the enemies like fucking ultra accurate, like in most like fucking Grand Theft Auto? They can fucking annihilate you.
Not really. I would essentially say that they're just bandits. But when they have pistols, a lot of enemies in this game though do just have bats and wooden boards and melee weapons that aren't too useful. But if you watch Fallout 4 Frost, you'll understand what I mean. It's the best mod that I have ever seen, and I've watched a lot of mod videos. It's the best mod I've seen because it completely changes the game. It changes it so much in the history of change that it is just so different.
It's the best change.
The best change. The best. People call me. They call me on the phone and they say, "Please, Mr. Trump, no more change. There's already too much change. It's too great." but that's. It is brilliant, but it's not something I would play because it is just too damn hard. You see this guy and instead of going to the next mission or just going to find some good gear, he's constantly searching for either food, water, Radaway, antibiotics, a sleeping bag, the next save point. He's just always searching for something. It's been 12 hours and he's starting in Cambridge and he's trying to get to Sanctuary Hills to see if Preston Garvey and shit are there. And he's nowhere near. But then again, he's doing it wrong. What he does is, he thinks, right, I'm fully healed, I'm fully fed, I'll go and explore a little bit. If anything, he should just head straight to Sanctuary Hills.
Right.
Because I think, as long as you don't bump into a group of ghouls, you're okay. But he always seems to think, ooh, he walks past somewhere and he sees it on the radar, he thinks, oh, we'll go and see what's in here. Next thing you know, he comes back out and he's fucking clinging on to life. He needs Radaway, he needs food, he's dying. And then it's back to square one. Go and find some Radaway, go and find some food. But at this point, it's on to episode 12. He's locked down a water source. If he wants purified water, he knows where to get it. He can't go and get it. He doesn't need to brew it or anything. Food, still a problem, because you need... can you remember the perk? It was called Water Boy, or some shit. It was where, when you swim across water and you don't take radiation damage.
Right.
they've even replaced some of the perks. Instead of that radiation damage water thing, you will always take radiation damage while you're swimming. They've replaced it with getting double the meat when you kill Brahmin.
Oh, okay.
Stag doors. And basically, if he wants food, he's either got to eat dandy boy apples and all the, you know, what, Instamash, all the radiated shit that, you know, the shit that you find in stores in little boxes. He's either got to eat that or he's got to hunt something and cook it. So food is still a problem for him. Runaway is always a problem. Because, can you remember those archways when you built the base? It was an archway, you connected a power source to it and you walked through it and it got rid of all your radiation damage.
Right.
Remember those?
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Those don't exist.
Oh really?
So radiation, you're just constantly on your toes, you're always searching for something. And, Jesus. I don't want to play it. Like me, I do not want to play it, but I do like watching someone else play it. You know?
Right.
Hey. I just sit there and imagine that it's me and that I'm the greatest ever. Nah, I just, you know, it is fun to watch, really. It's 12 hours worth of YouTube videos that you might actually enjoy watching. And I'll be deadly honest, I've enjoyed every minute of watching him play it, even though he's got a weird British accent.
Well, you have a fucking weird British accent.
I know, but he always says loads of weird shit. Like, instead of swearing, right, get this, instead of swearing, he goes, oh, bloomin' hell.
What the fuck?
So, bloomin' hell, oh, bloody hell. Where the blick did you come from? Whereas it was me, I would go, whoa, fuck, shit. What the fuck is that? Fuck off.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I think you need to upload the fucking game, Killing Floor.
Oh.
You really need to.
I do own that game. It was free a while ago. I do not have the memory to spare right now.
Because me and Lee got it. We should fucking play that one day. And you know what? They have Nazis you can play as. Huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. See, I'm just sort of sitting here rubbing my vagina right now.
You disgust the shit out of me, son.
My
really
she pussy. That's what they call it. That's what they call it in Juice Bigelow. I'm sorry, they call it he pussy. My he pussy. That's what they call it. But I forgot what I was saying.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't know why Sony's like that.
Killing Floor.
Let's see what you have.
You don't know why Sony are like that. Because they're just.
They're cunts.
If anything, I would say Microsoft care more about the people that they represent. You know, they care more about the people that buy their product.
Right.
Because let's face it, the Xbox, the very first Xbox was total garbage. I mean, can you remember the first Xbox pad?
You know what? I think the first Xbox was pretty cool. It's just that they're the ones that started with the whole console ban shit. You remember that? They would just fucking ban you.
I never played the original Xbox, but I can remember the original Xbox pad. Can you remember the original Xbox pad?
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
It takes a fucking gorilla to hold that pad. You saw the size of it. It was ridiculous. And I think that's why Sony on the PS2 Xbox, very first Xbox era, won the race. Because that pad was terrible. Plus, I think the PS2 came out well before the Xbox, actually. PS3, Xbox, Sony pulled some bullshit. They said £600 for the new PS3, $700-800 for the new PS3.
Right.
Bearing in mind that the Xbox 360 came out a few months earlier And the Xbox 360 came out. It came out in November. It was right before Christmas, basically. So kids would have been saying, I want the Xbox 360 because I want to play Grand Theft Auto 4 and all the new games. You saw the adverts and you thought, look at how good these new games look on the next-gen consoles.
Right.
So I think the Xbox 360 beat the PS3 because it came out first. People wanted to play the new games with the better graphics.
That is true.
But then PS4 came and people switched back. I switched back as well because I was on 360. And if anything, judging by Sony's bullshit from all of that, it seems like Xbox cares more about the people that play Xbox. Sony only cares about making the console good and better than Xbox so that people buy it.
Well, that is true. I mean, the graphics are better on the PS4 than... I mean, you even said that the fucking rain graphics in Grand Theft Auto look better on PS4 than they do fucking on...
no, I cannot say that.
You did say that. You said that last time. You said that it looked better. Right. It looked better than on the Xbox.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Are you sure I didn't say it? Are you sure I didn't say it looked better on PS4 than it did on PS4 Pro?
No, you said it looked better. It looked better on PS3 because you said that the rain looked kind of like I think you said it kind of looked like mud or some shit.
Right. Right. Well, in that case, I take that back because I have only played Xbox 360, which was the last generation console. I played Grand Theft Auto 4 a lot on Xbox 360, but then when I moved to next gen, instead of buying an Xbox One, I went to PS4. That's like comparing an Xbox One to a PS3, isn't it? You know, the graphics are bound to be better, so I do take that back because the graphics could be exactly the same on the Xbox, but I just prefer the PS4. It's a better console, but I do think that Sony care less about the people that play their games and shit.
Oh, yeah, that is a possibility.
Chinese and they fucking suck. I think that's why they didn't give full mod support to Fallout, because it's the Chinese that they're at war with.
What?
What do you think? Well, Sony, the Chinese, aren't they? Or Japanese or some shit?
You really think so?
Sony, the company Sony is
I know,
but
you really fucking think so? I mean,
really? It's like a 5% possibility. And I say 5% because I'm not.
Isn't Sony a Japanese company?
I don't know, possibly, but they got nuclear bombed by America as well, so I don't see why they would be too happy either.
Well, because the Japanese, I'm pretty sure, are more decent people.
Oh, they're like, oh, so first they nuke us, they nuke Nagasaki and Hiroshima, and then now they're nuking the Japanese. Oh no, we don't get them no form of support. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying right there.
That's moderately racist, and I'm appalled at the fact that I only find that just moderately racist.
You know, just like they kill millions of our people, and then they're going to kill our neighbors, the Japanese. I mean the Chinese too. Yeah, shit like that. It's like a 5% chance. You know, I'm not confident in the statement, but it is the very slightest chance.
What the hell does this have to do with Sony's fucking lack of mod support? What the hell, man?
Because America are at war with China in the fucking Fallout 4.
So? You really think that the Chinese are going to be pissed off just because we took back Anchorage from them, even though they took it from us?
Well, you're basically slandering their government, you know.
Me?
Like, we're the bad guys.
I'm the one that's fucking going full fucking...
Not you, but Fallout and America and Bethesda. It's like, also, we're the bad guys here. We're the nuclear fucking warmongers here.
Well, I mean, they did fire first. I mean, if you think about it, in the Fallout series, they did fire first. I am 100% confident in that statement. Well, I mean, think about it. We took back the U.S. government, the U.S. Army took back Anchorage.
I played that full DLC and I loved it because I got that Chinese stealth armor.
And what happened was, from what I can understand, is that the Americans took back Anchorage from the Chinese, and then what they did to prevent the Chinese from pulling any more of their shit is they invaded mainland China. They fucking invaded mainland China. And the Chinese were like, well, we're fucked here, so then I guess nuke them from space.
The Japanese invaded China.
No, the Americans.
I was going to say if Japan invaded mainland China, I've just lost all faith in Fallout whatsoever. You know, Japan's just this tiny little island, just... Yeah,
hey, let me tell you something. China.
It's like the third biggest place on Earth.
The Japanese fucking invaded China during the Second World War. All right, remember the king.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Don't forget to stock.
You know,
so. But again, Japan were quite powerful back then. I know how what Japan going to invade China about 20 years after World War II, which seems to be where Fallout
kamikaze, right? You know, soldiers or some shit.
Do you think I'm right in assuming that? I mean, I know Fallout is set in, when did the bombs drop? 2054 or some shit.
No, 2077, dude. What the fuck?
2077, right?
Yeah.
Fallout 4 is a lot more... You say 2077, but does Fallout 4 not seem like it's set in 1977?
Well, I don't know. The futuristic...
before the bombs dropped.
The futuristic
I don't know. You know at the start of Fallout. You know at the start of Fallout 4 when there's the baby in your house with Mr. Codsworth, and the guy comes to the door, the vault rep salesman.
Yeah, that baby's being a cunt.
Are you telling me that house does not seem like 1970s sort of vibe?
I would say more like 50s sort of vibe, but yeah.
More like 50s. Well, you know, it seems like Cold War sort of time period, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. So basically, what you're saying is, Japan could invade China 5 years after World War II, where they've just had two major cities nuclear annihilated.
I could happily say that, yes.
Can do.
I wouldn't. I mean, Jesus, they lost most of the fighter planes in Pearl Harbor, for fuck's sake. They crashed them into the
I don't
fucking
think
ocean.
so. If anything, I think they lost most of their fighter planes during the Battle of Midway.
If anything, I would say they lost most of their fighter planes during the final days of World War II, where their fighter planes were stationed in these cities, and then those cities just went...
Yeah, let's go in that direction, Liam. Let's totally go in that direction of just fucking
Well,
you're cut.
Hopefully you have no Japanese viewers on Twitch because they were probably
I hope I do not. I hope not. Because I don't want to get fucking.
So you're Clint Eastwood now. You don't want to be that guy who. You know,
that's not me. Everybody can tell the difference between me and you. All right, you know, I have a really fucked up voice, and you know, it sounds gay, and you know, it sounds like it you know, I'm pumping a cat or something. Everybody knows you like, because you're British.
Hey, I love Japan, man. I think it's a great country. I went there back in 1992 and I killed me some goddamn Australians who were loitering on the street and lollygagging all over the joint. I swear to God, I shot them straight in the goddamn head. I don't know, I'm just trying to do a Texas accent. I don't know what Texas people do.
And you are sadly failing.
Well, shit. Why you gotta say that, partner? Why you gotta say that?
Because it's true.
Man,
I'm texting and I don't fucking sound like that. I mean, if anything, you sound like you're from fucking Alabama.
Alabama?
That's right. Them peoples down there ain't right.
Them peoples down there. You get me, Bubba?
I wanna go home.
You know when we used to do that shit during fucking Grand Theft Auto 5 rampages?
Oh shit, man.
Like, let's kill some goddamn gooks.
We don't use the term gooks anymore. So.
Well, we do on Prophet Donald. Just because you're on Twitch now, you're like, I'm offended.
Because I don't want to fucking alienate a group of people, that's why.
See what I do bet you though, I bet that you do not upload this part of the video to anything.
I'm recording it right now, so it's definitely going on YouTube. I can fucking guarantee you that. I can fucking guarantee you that.
If anything, they'll ban me, and good luck banning me because I don't have a YouTube account.
Trust me, I've heard a lot worse shit on fucking YouTube than the shit you're saying now. Jesus,
there's probably videos of fucking people getting beheaded on fucking YouTube somewhere. But you know, I need to go to the toilet. I really want the toilet.
So it happens when you drink too much.
Well, what else am I supposed to do? Sit and not drink?
Pretty much.
You want to me that? Well, Jesus Christ, that's blasphemy. Right in a minute.
I do not endorse that, man. Oh, shit.
Hey.
Yeah?
Yeah. So when the hell is your poxy, sloppy-eyed gook ass getting GTA 5 back anyway? Goddamn fishhead. Do you have my Clint Eastwood impression there? I've got to say
that is highly offensive.
That is the most offensive thing.
I will not stand. I will not stand for such offensiveness.
You know what I will do?
What?
I will find your YouTube channel and I will post a link to a montage of Donald Trump just going China, 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 the Chinese, China.
I've never heard a man have such a fucking hard on for China. I really. But it's not like I give a fuck, dude.
No, it is fucked though with Trump, isn't it? Like if you were to create a montage of him saying China, just all the different times, don't repeat it once. Just once, one clip of every time he said China, without any other words, just him saying China. It will last a few minutes.
It would last a good fucking
China.
4 days.
No, the Chinese. It's China. Jesus Christ. And now he's like, yeah, China are okay. I don't mind China. As long as they're like helping us to oppress North Korea, it's great. It's great. It's so great. Are you telling me that's not what it is?
I have no fucking idea, son.
Like Trump did hate China when he was running for president, didn't he? All he would talk about was China. And now Hillary Clinton loves China. And then
it's hypocrisy all around, son.
I don't know. I think now he sort of doesn't mind China because China are finally starting to sanction North Korea.
I give a rat's ass less, dude. I mean, I just want the new fucking Fallout game to come out.
Oh Jesus Christ! We will be in Fallout literally before that Fallout game comes out.
No shit.
Jesus, it's gonna be 3 years. I don't see anything lasting 3 years. Jesus. There'll just be this one thing that still survives. Like the PlayStation Network. You know, the PlayStation Network is still online, but humanity is just being annihilated by nuclear war.
You know what? That would make a perfect fucking game, man. The quest for Fallout 5. Yeah, trying to get... And it'll take place in I don't know, where the fuck's Sony from? Japan or whatever the fuck?
China.
There you go.
China. Or Japan. It's one of the two. It's China or Japan. It's not Korea. Because it's, you know, Korea don't invent anything.
You say that, you know, but what about...
Apart from, you know, apart from oppression.
There you go. Wait a minute, I thought that was
they didn't
Cuba.
invent that, but well, you know, they didn't invent it, but they pretty much reinvented it, you know.
And cannibalism, you can't forget cannibalism.
There.
Oh, they like that as well. And little fat potato president looking people. You know, supreme leader. You know, he looks like a little potato. I don't know what he is. He's just a little fat guy. You know.
Holy shit, where are all these fucking synths coming from?
If anything, I probably had more respect for Kim Jong-il because he was in the Team America movie. You know, I had more respect for him over Kim Jong-un because Kim Jong-un hasn't been in the Team America movie. And Team America was fairly decent. I don't care whether you hate it or not. I did enjoy it.
The movie was good. I liked the movie.
I thought it was a great movie. And I usually hate puppet shit. Like, I don't like the Thunderbirds when it has the puppets.
You don't like the Thunderbirds? How can you not like the Thunderbirds? What are you, fucking Canadian?
I don't. I just don't. I'm English. It's not a mainstream thing over here. I've tried to watch it. And by the time I tried to watch it, bear in mind, I'm 24 years old. By the time I tried to watch Thunderbirds,
you're drunk?
I was about 15. You know, I was about 15 and I was too busy getting drunk and stoned and shit like this, and I didn't care. I just did not care. I was too busy out in the woods getting drunk.
Just sit and watch fucking Brits in the woods, man?
Well, because when we are underage, you know, you've got to be, what, in America, you've got to be 21 to get drunk.
At least.
Well, not to get drunk, to buy alcohol.
Well, I mean, to get drunk, you know, you got to be like 13 and from Alabama or from...
And then someone will go in the shop.
Fucking, that one place.
In England.
That fucking place
in England,
Florida.
You've got to be 18,
you know.
to go in the shops. That's what I mean. Well, and plus, if I say I get someone to go in the shop, and I've got a big crate of beer. If the police see me with that crate of beer, they're going to take it off us. So we're sitting in the forest, we're sitting in the woods, and drink the beer, where the police can't see us because there's loads of trees.
You're telling me cops can't look behind trees?
Not when you're in the woods and there's fucking many meters of trees between you and the closest place that the cops drive or walk past. It's not like the cops go on patrols through the woods.
You don't know that.
In England, they don't.
You don't know that? The Brits got nothing to fucking... They got fucking nothing to do other than... I don't know, fucking listen to the fucking Beatles and...
It's not like we're talking about Canada here. This is England. There's still crime. In Canada, no crime.
Pretty good for your age, huh?
No, everyone's happy. Everyone's polite. In England, everyone's committing some sort of crime. The police are too busy. You know, I mean, can you tell me on average what the population of the United States is? Just an average guess. Would you say hundreds of millions? You know?
About 3 something.
3 million. 300 million.
I was just saying 3.
So you just... Right, let's see. Yes, I
like
am
your
Googling
disappointment. It's funny.
Right, yes, you're right, 3. About 320 million. The average population of the United States. Now, you've looked at a world map before, you can see the size of the United States. It's a big place.
I mean, if you say so.
Well, compared to Russia, it's pretty small. But, you know, it is a big place. But you've seen the size of England. It's smaller than France. It's smaller than it's about the size of Belgium. Belgium is a shithole, and I hope that everyone in Belgium dies.
Dude, come on, don't.
And if everyone in Belgium dies, then Deneau will die as well. And hopefully Paro will be killed by the fallout that kills Deneau.
Isn't fucking that one cunt Para, isn't he a fucking
He's from Holland. He's from like Amsterdam area place.
Oh man, not Amsterdam. That's where whores are.
I don't know where he's from. The same country. Amsterdam is in Holland. That's what I was saying. In case you didn't sort of know relatively where Holland was, I said it's the same place as Amsterdam. That's what I was saying.
Matter of fact, right now in Amsterdam, there's another 17-year-old girl being turned into a whore. It's a fucking shame, really, but I care.
Amsterdam's fucked. But you know,
it's the truth.
Basically,
you can't fucking sit there and tell me that's not true.
It is. Right, hold on. I've got to take a quick look at this. I mean, you know, America too. It's about 5 times the size. I think 5 times the size might be an understatement. Compare the United States to France, size-wise, it's probably 5 to 10 times the size of France, isn't it?
We're pretty fucking badass. Remember,
population of France, and I'll just right. The French population is 66 million.
That's it? Really?
Yep.
Fuck me.
And France is about... Right. England, you've seen how small England is. Compared to France, it is absolutely... It's small. Britain, 63 million.
Really?
America is about 50 times the size of the United Kingdom, and you only have 5 times the population. The fact is, when it comes to England, everyone in Europe moves here. So yes, the police are too busy. This is a tiny little island, and there are 60 million people living on it, so the police are very busy. So we go in the forest.
Well, why don't you hire more dudes from Scotland Yard and tell them, hey, motherfuckers, start policing. See, you're the problem with England right now is that you're just too drunk.
I'm not the problem with England.
Oh, dude, you totally
That's not the problem at all.
Yeah, it is that you guys are a bunch of drunks just standing around here. You're trying to fucking outdrink Ireland,
right.
And it's not possible.
That's the problem with the UK in general, not England. Because the Scottish get drunk a lot harder than I do, and the Irish get drunk a lot harder than the Scottish do. And the Welsh are the most mellow of the bunch. The Welsh are okay.
The Welsh are like the fucking... I don't know.
You know, but the Welsh... Jesus Christ, have you ever seen the name of a Welsh village before?
Fresh?
It's got... You know when Archer goes to Wales with Lana and they drive past that sign? And it says like... literally it says like Land of Will.
Oh yeah, something like that. I don't remember the episode too well, but
that's literally what Welsh villages and cities are called. Welsh are mellow. They're like the Canadians of England. They don't care.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You know, the English get drunk, the Scottish get drunker, the Irish just get absolutely steaming shit-faced. You know, and you say England's the problem.
Yeah, England is the problem. You guys are supposed to... You guys are the ones that are supposed to say, hey, we own you. Quit acting like a bunch of drunks.
Well, I wouldn't say own you, but I would say, if anything, we're like the leader of the bunch. Because Wales are too mellow to care. You know, it's like you telling Canada, let's go to war, Canada going, no, we don't do war. But, you know, and then the Scottish, you know, and then the Mexicans and the Alaskans being like, nah, we're too drunk. You know, Texas just being like, nah, we're too drunk to go to war, sorry.
What are you talking about? Fucking Texas would be the ones right there fucking invading France just for the sake of invading France. Giving them freedom and taking over the tower and calling it New Texas. Mounting fucking Gatling guns to it and shit.
I've seen those freedom memes, Una. Memes, whatever you want to call them.
What the fuck is
I call them memes. And you know the funny pictures with the words on them.
You mean
posters? You know, like the grumpy cat. You know the grumpy cat. It's like a... No, it's a picture that you find on the internet. M-E-M-E.
Okay. What about it?
You've never seen... Do you know what they are?
No fucking idea.
Well, just Google it. You know the guy he's sort of leaning on a desk with his hand under his chin, and he says, I don't always kill Americans, but when I do, I don't know. I can't think of anything. Right, just Google M-E-M-E. Just Google it.
Son, I'm trying to kill SIFs here.
Well, I don't give a fuck.
Why don't you send me an example over, I don't know,
how don't you know what a meme is, or a meme?
I don't know what the fuck it is because I don't fucking pay attention to it. If it sounds stupid, it's fucking stupid, and I refuse to fucking get involved in stupidity. And that's coming from someone that's fucking stupid.
It's not stupid. It's one of those... Basically, it's just a funny picture with a very funny quotation on it that matches the picture. Right, I'll send you one. Then again, I can't.
Why?
Because for some reason, my PlayStation messages won't open anymore.
I almost shot Nick Valentine.
Don't know why.
Maybe you need to upgrade.
I don't. I've actually had a check, and when I go into Google Play Store, all it says is PlayStation messages open. I've also tried to upgrade the PlayStation app itself, which also says open. I don't know what's wrong with it. I can't open PlayStation messages that way. I can't send you a meme, whatever it's called.
Fucking people are weird, son.
You saying I'm weird? You need to Google fucking meme or meme.
I don't. It sounds fucking weird.
You do. It's not.
I don't know how. I mean, it is.
It's one of those things that you can search through for hours on end and have a laugh at them. Because it's just a picture. It's a photo of something, but it has a funny quotation on it that really suits something. Like, it will be a picture of Will Ferrell saying some funny shit that he said in... It's not saying some funny shit. It will be an important movie landmark, like you know the Pulp Fiction scene where he's talking about the quarter pounder with cheese.
Yeah.
He says, what do you know what they call a Big Mac in America? And all this shit. He says, "Le Big Mac," and then John Travolta turns around and points the gun at the person. Some shit like that. I think it is. Like you've got The Rock sitting in the front seat of a cab. Ah shit! See, I'm too drunk. My mind's gone blank.
Oh fuck! I shot Nick Valentine.
Is he? I can't believe you don't know what a meme is. If anything, I think that you're pretending you don't know what a meme is.
I don't know what it is, dude. I really don't fucking know.
Doesn't?
Dude, I don't fucking spend my time on the internet. I spend my time at work.
I know,
fucking,
I don't. Right? I don't. But that being said, memes have existed for the past 10 years. And I've spent some time on the internet since then. What I'm going to say is just pretty much every person apart from the Amish knows what a fucking meme is. Jesus.
I don't know, man. Those fucking Amish know what they're doing, man.
I know, but they don't know how to make a meme because they don't have access to the fucking internet.
You don't know that.
Well, maybe the richest Amish people do, but
I mean, maybe the Amish are more fucking intelligent than you think.
Well, I'm not saying they're not intelligent. Obviously, they don't like technology. It's not that they're not intelligent, because they managed to survive living like fucking farmers without any technology at all. So obviously they're smart people. But they don't use technology. And I bet you some of them do have access to the internet. You know, some Amish kid must have seen a phone at some point and thought, whoa, I want one. Next thing you know, all the Amish have got them. You know, they're all wearing headphones.
Fuck, I don't know. Wait, are you asking me or are you telling me?
No, I'm just saying that's probably how it is. Fucking Amish. Fucking Jew-ass Amish motherfuckers. What do they do with Jews?